Welcome to this information technology presentation on DevOps. So you should also check the continuous software what? Development. What done that? Continuous software engineering. Welcome to med ny linje der. Hi and welcome to this information technology presentation on DevOps. So what is DevOps? Well, it's a set of practices that shortens the system development lifecycle. And when we think of DevOps, we should think of CALMS. C-A-L-M-S. So C is for culture, and culture is about embracing changes. So everyone inside the business should embrace change, and we should embrace the people and collaborate between teams and people. Previously there have been silos. For example, development sits at their own place and operation sits at their own place, but we need to break down those silos and work as teams instead. And everyone should work autonomy, so the developer should easily develop and put something into production. Everyone should have responsibilities, and the responsibilities should be shared, so no developer should have their own responsibility. How are we going to communicate? This should be very well defined. So we need a well-defined communication channel amongst teams. So the operation and development team should have communication channels. The identities should be understood. And let's see if the A says in the A is for automation. So we want continuous delivery. And this can be done by having deployed pipelines. And we want rapid IT service, so this means that when we write an app, we will put it in production right away. We want to write high quality software. So let's go for L, which is lean. And lean is about produce value for end users. And the M is for measurement. We want to measure everything. So we want to measure and we want to show improvements. So for example, we managed to release this amount of apps, and the next year we managed to release this amount of apps. S is for sharing. We want to share information and collaborate and communicate, and we want to share knowledge between developers and other teams. And so let's see, now we have the columns. Let's see if the principles of DevOps. It's a set of practices that combine software development and operations, and it shortens development lifecycle. It provides continuous delivery and is a complementary to agile software development. It's all about culture changes, it's about practices, and it's about the tools that we use. And the key principles for DevOps are shared ownership between dev and ops, development and operations. It's about workflow automation, and it's about rapid feedback. This is the DevOps circle. We start here by, let's see here, we start here by planning. What are we going to build? We program it. we build it, we test it, release it, deploy it, we operate it, and we monitor it because we want feedback. And then we go again to planning. Of course, build is automatically with pipelines. Testing is automatically. We want just to test it with the pipelines also. So we will write a Python test, for example. Release is automatically with the pipeline. Deployment is of course automatically. And operation is done by monitoring feedback from the end users. And with the release and deployment, before we had like this is version 3.1, doesn't matter now, we just put it into main and it's deployed right away. So this was the quick introduction to DevOps. I hope you learned something, and I want to also suggest the continuous engineering video that I have. I will put a link in the description. Good luck.